Warner Brothers may finally realize that making bad games makes bad money. Now, why they needed this lesson, I don't know, but this is a cow's opinion. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Getting back to it with Chris Scullion, one of our favorite writers here on Video Games Chronicle, because the CEO of Warner Brothers has said that the disappointing Suicide Squad game released has overshadowed its financials. I'm shocking. Dave Zaslav, all-around jerk-ass, pardon the language, recently said during the financial presentation that the studio division, which includes pictures, television, games, and the New Line Cinema movie studio, saw a decrease in revenue from last year. And that this is mainly down to one thing. Last year, Hogwarts Legacy, which, yes, there was criticism about the author of Harry Potter and how, she has opinions. You can like or dislike her opinions or anything. Some people think that you should boycott her stuff. Other people always say you can separate the art from the artist. Whatever your opinion is, I don't care. It's your opinion, and you're welcome to it. But last year, Hogwarts Legacy came out, sold bonkers. And this year, Suicide Squad came out, and so terrible. So Warner Brothers Discovery's great storytelling intellectual property, including Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Superman, and many other parts of the DC universe, are largely underused, he said. Now, we are hard at work at fixing that. It's a core value and a key advantage for us. We have the characters and the stories people love and yearn for everywhere in the world, in every language. He hasn't said anything wrong yet. Here's the trick. Unfortunately, the studio's Q1 financials were overshadowed by the tough comparison at games, following the great performance of Hogwarts Legacy last year and disappointing release of Suicide Squad in Q1 of our gaming group. This was later echoed by the CFO, Gunnar Reddenfeld. Pardon me if I don't have your name correct. Who said the difference between both games release led to a $200 million impact to their EBITDA, which is your earnings before you pay your interest, your tax, your depreciation, basically the money you get top line before you have what you keep at the bottom, basically. To oversimplify it a lot. $200 million in one quarter because of one game. The game's release was less than ideal, and that sales, as we've gone over, I think, on this channel, had fallen short of the company's expectations. This year, Suicide Squad, one of our key video game releases in 2024, has fallen short of our expectations since its release earlier in the quarter, setting up our games business for a tough year-over-year comp in Q1. Now, the article will finish off by reminding you these are the guys who made Batman's Arkham franchise, beautifully done. It's even in the same universe, I believe. But right now it has scores of 60 on the console, 63 on PC for Metacritic. And it goes on to say the launch was negatively impacted by server issues, an auto-completion bug, and the fact that it had a protracted development cycle, including pre-release showings and a backlash to its live service. Oh, God, guys, live service games almost never work. You have to hit a home run out of the park to even have a chance at it. So this was a short article, so it's going to be a shorter video. What does the cow think about David Zaslav talking about how, Suicide Squad did worse than Harry Potter? Does this mean that we don't want superheroes? We want magical English boys? Not necessarily. And I'm going to try to keep calm. But you freaking idiots didn't follow the assignment. Last year, set aside your political feelings on the author of the Harry Potter franchise, okay? The game took a beloved franchise, was beautifully crafted, had tons and tons of single-player content, did not nickel and dime you, had very few bugs that they could then patch, was wonderfully paced. The game was universally loved. And the political stuff actually helped it, because it kept people talking about it. More people tried the game and say, well, that's not right, to hate people for playing Harry Potter. Again, Believe what you want. It's okay. I'm just telling you what happened last year. And Harry Potter sold tens of millions of copies. This year, you didn't get that. You got a live service phone-in 4-player game that lasts not even 8 to 10 hours with you and your 3 best buds creaming through it. I mean, just plowing through it, annihilating things. It's all, for some reason, the Suicide Squad gets like really dumb power-ups that don't make sense for the characters. You fight bullet sponge enemy after bullet sponge enemy after bullet sponge energy. You've got all these great performances by these voice actors that's just being wasted on this story. The story is dumb. And then they're like, hey, don't worry, we have another 5 hours of content coming over the next year with some DLC releases. Who the hell wants to play a live service game that takes 15 hours to finish in a year? That's not value for your money. That's not fun. And then you're just endlessly grinding higher tier equipment, but you don't have anything to play it for. And if you do the endless grind for the higher tier equipment, you know what happens? You plow through the DLC even faster and you feel cheated. Live service games are very, very, very hard. I cannot stress this enough, guys. Okay? Most people don't want to have another Fortnite because you already have Fortnite. I can't have 2 or 3 games at any given time that suck up massive amounts of my time with battle passes. It's why when Overwatch 2 went to this more live service model, it failed. It's why Suicide Squad has failed. Just name the freaking EA game with all the armor that I can't even remember, where you were flying around doing cool stuff. That game looked fun. It was incredibly short, and you just grinded gear for the promise of future DLC and expansions and story. If you're going to drop $50, $60, now they're asking for $70 a game. I think that's okay. Back in the Super Nintendo games, Final Fantasy III, Super Mario RPG, Metroid, these games could cost up to $80, guys. But if you're getting your money's worth, you don't mind spending the money. And this stuff is not worth your time and money. And then they ask, well, we made a game they can play forever mindlessly. What do you want to... I mean, come on, man. This isn't what... When I want to grind endlessly, I'll play Super Robot Wars or a simulator where I'm Graveyard Keeper or Tavern Keeper or all kinds of other stuff that might be coming to the channel. But this is just dumb. And the fact that they don't I would like to think that Zaslav is going to get the message because there's a $200 million difference. That's a lot of simoleons out of your pocket. At a time where your overpaid butt keeps firing people, canceling movies, and then wondering why everyone hates you and why you're not producing funding. You have to let game companies make great games. And I believe there have been articles where they told them, you really don't want to do this. It's not a good business model. Yes, it is. It's really great. This and AI, we're going all in. Yeehaw! These people are idiots. I can't believe Zaslav still has a job making multi-$100 million mistakes over and over and over again, guys. But you know what? I'm just ranting now, so let's turn it to you, my wonderful viewers, because we are approaching 500 subs. That's pretty cool for a channel I'm just doing for fun. And I'm glad that you guys are here for the ride. But what did you think about Suicide Squad? Did you play it? If you did, how much enjoyment and how long did you get with the game? And if you did not, what made you not want to pick it up? Was it the live service model? Was it the really terrible pre-release stuff that they showed? Was it the awful server issues and buggy release that they had afterwards? Did you just like, this isn't a game for me? I don't know. But guys, let me know in the comments below. It is a beautiful weekend here. And I hope that you're going to have a beautiful weekend. And you know what else I hope? I hope you play more games. Games are awesome. You deserve awesome. And I'll see you soon.